Dear students, today we are going to continue with our topic business. Business is the sum of all the activities involved in the production and distribution of goods and services to earn profit. And business is broadly classified into two activities. The first one is industry and the second one is commerce. Industry is the production unit of business and commerce is the distribution unit. Commerce is again further divided into trade and auxiliaries to trade. Commerce is further divided into trade and auxiliaries to trade. Trade means buying and selling of goods or services. And here auxiliaries to trade means the activities which facilitates trade in transferring the goods from one place to another place. For example, transport. For example, transport. With the help of transport, the goods are transferred from producer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer and retailer to consumer. So, without transport, distribution of goods and services is not possible. Transport also helps in providing raw material to the industries. You see, after the production of goods and services at industries, those things are what you call supplied to different parts of the world to transport. And one more facilitator is warehousing. Warehousing means storing of goods in proper condition from the period of production to the period of their sale. See, production is what you call a continuous activity. Production depends on raw material. Sometimes the raw material is available seasonally. For example, if an industry is producing sugar, it needs sugar cane. So, normally sugar cane is produced or it is cultivated twice in a year, but sugar is to be produced throughout the year. A large what you call quantity of sugar cane is to be stored by the industry. So, where to store? So, the sugar cane is to be stored in proper place. So, warehousing is helpful to store a product before its production and after its production up to sale. Warehouses are useful to both what you call industry and commerce. See, once the goods are produced, those goods are to be stored at a proper place in order to protect the quality as well as the quantity of the goods. Now, let us see what are the features of business. So, the first one, it is concerned with production and distribution. See, in the definition we have learned business is the sum of all the activities involving in production and distribution of goods and services. So, business is related with production and distribution. And the second thing is goods and services. Goods and services. Business is related with all the activities involved in the production and distribution of goods and services. Goods means any item which is tangible. Tangible means which we can touch and we can see. For example, this chalk piece. And service means services are those what you call benefits which are perishable. Services don't have physical shape. Services are not tangible, services are intangible, but we get utility from services. So, a service may be a set of one time perishable consumable benefits. Third one is economic activity. Business is an economic activity. Economic in the sense which is aimed at earning something. We have three types of economic activities. We have business, profession, employment. See, as human activities are divided into two types, economic activity and social activities. Economic activity aims at earning something, say earning profit, or earning salary or wages, or earning what you call some consideration, fees. And social activity is not aimed at earning, it is for support. For example, a man lives in a family. We make what you call friends, we have relatives. We make what you call friends for support. So both are important, economic activity and social activity. But business here is an economic activity, as business is aimed at earning profit. Okay? So here the next thing, profit motive. The main aim of business is to earn profit. In order to earn profit, so many activities are performed in business. For example, production is there, distribution is there, trade, auxiliaries to trade, all these things. Normally, when we come to the definition of business, business means meeting the needs of the people profitably. Meeting the needs of the people profitably. So that is what you call business. Now, the next thing here, continuity. See here, business is not a one-time activity. Business is not a one-time activity. For example, a person has purchased a motorcycle for rupees 40,000. It is a second hand, what you call motorbike. One of his friend got interested in that motorbike and he offered 5,000 rupees more. So he sold that motorbike for rupees 45,000. He earned a profit of 5,000. Even though he got a profit of 5,000, so this is not called a business activity until he repeat what you call that activity, because your production and distribution is a continuous activity. The next feature of business is risk, or you can also call uncertainty. Risk or uncertainty. If the business activity is not performed properly, so there is a probability of getting lost. So business is an economic activities in which risk is involved, but it depends upon the businessman. How can he what you call assess that risk, and how can he what you call handle the risk, because competition is a risk, Competition is a risk. Business environment is what you call totally full of risk. So in order to survive in all those what you call macro environmental factors, for example suppliers, creditors, general public, competitors, government. So macro environmental factors are beyond the control of the business. So it depends upon the ability of the businessman, how he can assess and how he can handle the macro environmental factors. We will continue our class in next part. Okay.